Hey, folks, we are back for another episode of It's Consulting Time, where we are always bringing you a plethora of creatives, innovators, and leaders from around the globe. Purpose over popularity is our motto, and we never fail to leave you with joy, jewels, and justice. Let's chat with our special guest. All righty, guys, and we're back for another week. And this week, we are talking to award-winning reggae artist Chester Miller, and we're going to talk about the release of Loving Feeling, the new EP. Now, you know that reggae music will have your body moving with the locomotion. So, Chester Miller, we welcome you.
Hello, it's an honor to be here with you. I'm very thankful for you having me on your show today.
Absolutely. So let's dive in. Tell us a little bit about you because you are a Canadian reggae artist. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, but the music scene in Canada and what that looks like.
Well, yes, I've been living in Canada for quite some time. I came up here to Canada in my late teens, so I've been here for a while. But I go back to Jamaica regularly. I'm originally from Manchester in Jamaica, Mandeville, Manchester in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yes, and the reggae scene here in Canada, Toronto, Canada, is very lively. It's a very lively scene. There's a lot of West Indians here in Toronto, Canada. And I'm not sure if you're aware of our caravana that a lot of US citizens come here for our caravana, for our festivals, which is in July, August, and there's a lot of US visitors that come by. So we're known. So Toronto is known for its Caribbean community, for West Indians, right? And so as far as my EP is concerned, well, let me just tell you a little about myself. I've been singing for quite a while now. I've been singing from my early teens. My first song that I released was called Saturday Evening. That was released, I think, when I was about 17 years old. That went on to the British pop charts in England. It did very, very well. After that, a few years after that, I came with another song that did very well called Never Run Away, which was produced and recorded in Jamaica, and that did well. Now, I mean, I did a lot of work throughout the years. From that, I won awards, Canadian awards for best, artist, best album, best newcomer, Juno awards. So nominated for a Juno award. And so now to date, my new EP entitled Loving Feeling, which is a 5-song EP. I'm very happy about this project. We did it during the lockdown area with the pandemic. So while working on it, we decided, and we saw that the mandates were starting to lift, that the social distancing and the mask wearing and so forth was starting to lift. So we decided that we want to make this EP more of a kind of coming back to life, coming back to having fun, enjoying our lives, hanging out with friends, going out. So that's what the EP basically consists of, is basically loving feeling, reggae party, being able to go out and listen to some music, come over this way. It's me and a girl going out and checking some music again. So it's really a fun EP of just having fun, getting back to normal, getting back to enjoyment, and dancing and laughing and so forth. So for that reason, I'm very happy with this EP. I mean, I know that although the mandates are lifting and so forth, but it almost seems like we've kind of come into another realm with the gas prices and
Absolutely.
And you know what I mean?
It's like a revolving door.
It's a revolving door. So although the mandates are lifted and us thinking that people are going to be so happy to get back out and have fun and go out and stuff, now we have this. So it's kind of a little taken back that people are still kind of getting that crunch of not being able to kind of free up you know, with the with the prices hike and everything. So, but the reaction so far, it's only been 1 week since the EP's been out, and so far the reviews have been great. You know, a lot of radio stations have been playing it. I've been doing a lot of interviews, been doing a lot of jingles for radio stations that are playing the song. So yeah, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling that you know, that people are gravitating towards it and feeling the love that we put into this project. Yeah.
So Chester, all right, let's talk a little bit about what first got you into music.
What first got me into music? I mean, I think in my opinion that and my mother's opinion that I was born to do this, because she will tell me stories about things that I used to do when I was, you know, in my single digits, you know, 5, 6 years old. You know, I would, you know, go around singing in the house. You know, I was a big Bob Marley fan. I'd put a towel on top of my head, like I
Yes.
had dreads, and start singing and stuff like that. And I don't remember doing those things, but she tells me that, you know, I used to do those things. So, you know, I've been singing as far as I can remember. And like I said, I put out my first, you know, recording at the age of 16, 17 years old. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a part of me. My daughter as well, she's, you know, in her early 20s. She's a pianist. She's got an amazing voice. So I know it's in the blood. It's in the genes. So yeah, it's my calling. This is what I was born to do, you know? Yeah.
All right, so let's go back to Love and Feelings. So I know that you had, was it Tim Dub and Josh Goldman wrote the music and you wrote the lyrics.
Right.
So let's talk a little bit about you as a songwriter. Now, in your songwriting process, do you usually start with the melody and let the lyrics come to you, or is it the other way around?
It's usually just like that. Usually the melody comes where you kind of find a chorus, like, you know, give me that love and feeling. So, you know, it's like, yeah. All right, let's, you know, loving feeling of what? Like, what's the vibe? But I mean, with that, it was more, you know, this song was really kind of constructed out of an event that was occurring when I was in Jamaica, because, you know, I would go to the market and get limes, you know, for my throat, because I was doing a lot of studio work. So every morning I would get up and go to the market and get limes. And there was this one lady that I'd get them from. And every time I go there, she's got on this massive smile and she's just like, hey, Dred, how are you? You look so great today. Glad to see you. And every time she's on that same energy. So one of the times I stopped and I said, oh, you just so happy all the while. And I mean, she's just sitting on a barrel, you know, and have her limes them spread out on a blanket. And, you know, and you can see that, you know, she's just, you know, humble means of living, you know. So I asked her, how are you just so happy all the time? And she said, you know what, Dred, I woke up this morning. So I'm giving thanks. I woke up this morning to have a fresh day on, a fresh lease on life. And that stuck in me to the point where we went to the studio, although I didn't sing about that at the studio at that time. But when I started singing the chorus, Loving Feeling, that's what came to my head, is with this woman, because she just had this loving feeling about her. So the song basically starts out, you know, God bless this woman who always makes me laugh, you know, all with that humor. Never ever have I seen her sad, you know. So that's the kind of the flow of the song, is basically about this woman in the marketplace who is just, you know, have just such a joyful vibe about her. So yeah, so that's that. So you're right in the sense of chorus, and then build around it, and then kind of get the subject matter, and then so forth, and then that's how the song is created.
And I mean, that's a skill. Like, I think that, guys, if you're just checking in, Chester just gave us, you know, a beautiful pictorial representation of how he even cultivated loving feeling just from that interaction. You know, something that was so sentimental, something that was so special, something that
Right.
was so innocent created something great. And so,
Right.
but that's a strength too. So, what strengths do you have other than that skill that you believe make you a great musician?
What stress or strength did you say?
Strengths. What strengths do you believe that you have that make you a great musician?
I think it's my style, my style of singing. I think it's also my writing abilities. I love writing, even when I have no projects in the works, sometimes a melody would just come to my head, and, so I try to capture that. I go on my phone and I go onto the recorder, and I'll, just sing it into my phone. And at least I know I can have that to kind of work on at a later date. But I think my strengths are my vocals. I think I have a strong voice. I have and not to sound egotistical, but I personally don't think that there's no song that I cannot sing and make it my own. I mean, if I was given a country song or Kenny Rogers or somebody like and said, do this, do this song in a reggae version, I think I would be up for the challenge.
You would tear it up. I know that's
Yeah.
right. Yes.
So I think those are my strengths is being able to really, vocalize my singing in a way that, I can make it very convincing that that's what I'm feeling when I'm singing. Yeah.
All
So.
right. So let's have a little bit of fun. If you were an instrument, what would you be and why?
If I were an instrument, what would I be and why? I would probably be a bass. Bass is probably one of my favorite instruments, although I don't play, but the bass is the one thing that really guides me when I'm either singing, performing live, or even writing to a track. I find that the bass is the melodic part that really kind of guides everything else, as well as the drums, yes. But I think the bass really sets the tone and and in some ways kind of creates the subject matter.
Absolutely.
Because I always tell people, sometimes when I get a track, the track is telling me what it wants. I get some tracks and it's like, I know I can't sing about love on this track. This track is telling me, something more about reality, what's going on in the world today, or something deep, something with depths, rather than baby, I miss you kind of thing. And then you have those tracks where I hear that and instantaneously it's like, yeah, this is some love right here. This is some romance right here, So that's what it is. So bass is probably, I would say, I would be the bass if I were to be an instrument, because I find that the bass has got that, that body to it, and it just really kind of sets the tone for everything else in the song. Yeah.
Okay. And I get that. That bass is nice and smooth. I got you. I got you. Okay. So Chester, if you could give a message to all of your fans right now, what would that message be?
Give a message to all my fans. Well, I would probably say, never give up on your pursuit of happiness. Although the road may be hard and, and the struggle along the way may get you down, and even people around you may try to tell you that maybe you need to give up on that and try something else and so forth. I would say to my fans, in anything you're doing and you are passionate about that and you feel that in your bones, and as much as people may be trying to guide you and steer you away from that, from you feel that passion in you, I say stick with it, go for it, and don't give up on your dreams. Yeah. that would be my message to fans out there in their pursuit to their dreams. Yeah.
Stick with it. Go for it.
Don't
yeah,
give up on your
dreams.
Yeah, man.
Love it. So just to let everybody know where they can find you on social media and plug that EP one more time so we can run it up.
All right. You can find me on Instagram under I am Chester Miller. You can also find me on Facebook as Chester Miller. You can find me on TikTok as Chester Miller Music. And one more time again, for all you listeners out there and all you reggae fans and non-reggae fans, to check out the brand new EP that has been out since last week, entitled Loving Feeling. And I'm telling you, there's no violence, there's no slackness, there's no no negativity. You can play this EP in your car, in your van with your kids in the back, and not feel in any way threatened that they're going to hear something that they shouldn't be hearing, because it's just all love. It's all about unity. It's all about coming together as a people. So yeah, you can find it. You can find EP Loving Feeling on Spotify and Apple Music and all major digital platforms. So add it to your playlist. I'm sure you can find, if not all the songs, you can find one song on there that you can say, yeah, I'm vibing this track right here. Yeah. So yeah, man, check it out, man. Check it out. Loving Feeling, EP on Spotify and Apple Music. Yeah.
You heard it straight from Chester Miller. Loving Feeling on Spotify. Yeah. New EP is out. Tune in, stream, download, do all them different things so that you can hear the blended sounds of Mr. Chester himself. So guys, it's been amazing. We love when we have artists such as yourself to come and bring the love back to music. Guys, we've had an awesome time speaking with the award-winning reggae artist, Chester Miller. Don't forget, stream Loving Feeling today. Have a great evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye.